Welcome back to this special edition of Hannity. Nancy Pelosi continues to come under fire for her visit to a shuttered hair salon on Monday. And tonight, during his rally in Pennsylvania this evening, President Trump called out Pelosi and said this. Have a look.
But she made them open, and the salon turned her in, and the salon did business with her. How much do they hate Nancy Pelosi? Look at her. And then she made a terrible mistake because you want people that can't be set up. She said, I was set up by the salon owner. I was set up. I said, tell me she didn't say that, please. So I just put out that if she was set up, then she shouldn't be leading the House of Representatives. I want the salon owner to lead the House of Representatives because she set up, think of it, she set up the Speaker of the House. That was a big mistake. As soon as I heard, she said, well, she set me up. Nancy, you're not supposed to get set up. You're representing our country.
Here with their reaction, House Minority Whip Steve Scalise and Fox News contributor Rachel Campos Duffy. I want to start with you, Congressman Scalise. I haven't had a chance to chat with you on air, and Nancy Pelosi called you an enemy of the state. And so I want to ask one of the enemies of the state, Steve Scalise, what your reaction is to this whole little scandal that she embroiled herself in.
Yeah, Jason, this is another one of those Marie Antoinette moments where, you know, liberals, this is classic liberalism. They want the rules to apply to everybody but them. You know, you have to close your shop. You can't go to church, but they can just go show up. Look, every storefront ought to be able to be open. There's safe protocols to do this. You've got states like California that are crippling their businesses. They're just shutting down businesses left and right that are dying on the vine. And yet here she can go and get her hair done, but nobody else can. That's what I think angers people the most, is that they have this attitude that the rules apply to you, but it doesn't apply to them. We've got to get this economy back open and get schools open safely. There's protocols to do it. But these states like California, New York that are killing businesses left and right, some of those jobs will never come back. Those families their careers are gone. That's, I think, what's angering people the most, is that they want to have two different set of standards, one for you and one for them.
Yeah, now, Rachel, you know, to hear Nancy Pelosi say it, it's this vast right-wing conspiracy that, you know, somehow is engaging in this. She didn't use those exact words, but that's the impression she gives. But, you know, why was this place even closed in the first place?
It's such a great question. And the other question that people, frankly, are asking is, you know, she wasn't wearing a mask. People aren't surprised she's not wearing a mask. I, by the way, had to wear a mask when I got my hair washed. I thought it was ridiculous too, but I had to follow the rules because the owner of my salon is petrified of being shut down if I don't wear it. And the question I had, and so many others had, when they saw her just saunter through there without a mask, is she's an elderly person. She's in the high-risk group. She's not afraid of getting COVID. So it comes to the point of, why are we shutting the salons, and why do we have these onerous, stupid rules? Is it about slowing the disease or slowing down the economy? Is this political or not? When she said she was set up, she didn't just insult that salon owner, her former hairdresser. She also insulted every other salon owner and hairstylist across the country, every business owner. She is an elitist, no question about it. And that Marie Antoinette moment, as Representative Scalise said, will be long remembered by everyone who is struggling through all the rules that she has imposed.
Yeah, now, Congressman, she said it was a setup. So, you know, that's her excuse. I mean, she was set up. She just fell for this entrapment that this salon owner in her home district set up for her. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, it just doesn't pass the smell test, Jason, this idea that she's the victim and the salon owner, some person who's probably struggling to get by right now because, you know, her business, like so many others, are just shut down or limited in how they can actually make money and have a living. And then she's going to blame her when she knew what she was doing. I mean, look, how many times have you heard her chide President Trump or anybody else for not wearing a mask? And there she is, not wearing a mask, walking past people, not getting her hair washed, walking past people. Again, whatever the rules are, make them apply to everybody. I want to see us have more open rules where we know the safety protocols, we know the risks that are out there, but we also know that people are dying because businesses are shut down. People are dying because they're not getting their mammograms and their cancer screenings. We've got to get this economy safely open. Kids that aren't going to school, by the way, it's doing damage, long-term damage to these kids that aren't being allowed to go to school. We should have a debate on school choice right now. If your system's taking your money and not educating your child, shouldn't you be able to send your child somewhere else where they'll educate your child safely?
Last thought from Rachel. I got about 10 seconds, Rachel.
If Nancy Pelosi can get a blowout and break the rules, then all of us can go and vote in person. And I think Americans are sick of the hypocrisy, whether it's funerals for some and no funerals for others, whether it's protesters are okay. If you're a Democrat, it's okay to protest without a mask. But if you're a Republican, you can't. We're sick of the hypocrisy, and it's making people question, what are these rules? Why are they in place? And is there another sort of political strategy behind a lot of it?
Yes. Congressman Scalise, Rachel, thank you both for joining us tonight.